Hello, my name is Victoria Kubiak, and I'm one of the nutritional therapists at Penny Brown UK. I'm also the main cookery demonstrator. I'm in my cabin at the moment in Clevedon, and I'm able to enjoy a really lovely summer day. And I'm very proud because I've just pulled a whole load of lovely new potatoes. So we're going to do a potato salad, which can be used hot or cold, very adaptable, a really helpful side dish. So what I did a little bit earlier was to gently simmer the potatoes. I chopped them up and I actually put them with a little bit of rosemary and also some mint. So the mint really brings out the flavors of the potato. These are now just al dente, and that means they've just got a little bit of bite to them. I'm going to remove the rosemary and pop them to one side at the moment whilst we go on to the main bowl where I'm going to add in the other ingredients. So we've got a lemon. Lemons are really helpful for us because the lemon juice helps to distinguish flavour in your dish. And also that sourness helps with a bitter, pungent sour, which also is supportive to our digestive system. So putting in lemon in as many dishes as you can think of, really great. The rind has a compound called limonene, and that's a really helpful antioxidant and has been researched a lot for our own health benefits. So if you're having limonene, always useful to be able to use the rind of the lemon. And if you're not wanting to use it particularly for anything that day, what I sometimes do is grind it anyway, and then put them into little ice cubes and freeze them so I can take them out when I want to. So I'm going to put in the rind there and also squeeze in some lemon juice. Yeah, this one I needed to use up. There we go. And I'm adding into that some lovely pungent summer radishes. Summertime is a wonderful time to be able to embrace what's in season. So we've got our beautiful berries, we've got our lovely vegetables and salads, and really time to embrace them is wonderful to do because the flavour is really going to be there and they're going to be at their optimum as far as their nutritional benefits. So I've chopped up a little bit of radish there to give that element of pungency, and I'm going to stir in some herbs. So I've got some mint. If you haven't got any of these and you can't find them, or you don't want to particularly buy a whole plant, then the dried herbs would be fine to use. They still will have very helpful compounds. So when it comes to the mint, again, a very easy one, I'm just going to use basically the leaves, just torn up. I've got various different mints here because I happen to have a mint bed. There we are. Let's put those in. And mint is very helpful for the digestive system. Can really help to settle the tummy. I think a lot of people can find benefits from peppermint tea. There we go. So that can go in. And now I'm going to put in some dill. Dill I always find is actually easier to just give it a haircut. So again, dried dill would be fine, but we're using fresh dill. Now, fresh dill can be very helpful for the upper digestive system. If you think back, if any of you had children and they had colic, you would use gripe water, which is based on dill. The Norse for dill is talal. That's how it gets its name. It has that lovely lulling in the wind. And finally, we've got some parsley, which is really helpful, pretty much as a good multivitamin. It's really good for a range of minerals and also the vitamins. I've got a bit of a bad thumb at the moment, and so I'm going to pop it into my grandmother's parsley cutter. Let's see if it works. So, ooh, come on, thumb, do your business. There we are. I think it's coming through. Yeah, lovely. That's in. It's all coming through nicely now. That's good. And so all these herbs, as I say, can be used fresh, dried, frozen. Don't forget basil, quite a delicate herb. It can still be used a lot as a pesto sauce, etc. So that's all coming through now. And I've got a little bit of extra as well, pop that in. Give it a quick stir. The lemon is going to bring all those flavours out. And then add some caper berries. So caper berries give a lovely zing to food, and also sometimes I've found as a useful hint. If people have got a problem with taste through chemotherapy or feeling a bit nauseous, then some caper berries can really shock the system into saying, okay, I've got a bit of flavour here. So do use caper berries and see if they're helpful to you. So in go the caper berries. And then again, reach for some cherry tomatoes or sliced tomatoes, but I'm actually reaching for some sun-dried tomatoes at the moment as well. Again, because it's giving a lovely zingy flavour along with the potatoes. But it just shows you how adaptable. You can use fresh, you can use dried. So sun-dried tomatoes are a lovely, they always remind me of the Mediterranean, especially when you're eating them in the summer. There we go. And then we'll put in some olives. So don't forget that olives are a fermented food. So that's going to mean that it's going to be really helpful for your own gut flora, your good bacteria. So putting in some olives is a useful dish to always look for, and also a very helpful snack. So they're going to be low calorie, but actually giving you quite a lot of polyphenols and other antioxidants. And as I say, it's a fermented food as well. And now I want this to have a little bit of protein with it. So I'm going to add in some beans. You could add in the nuts, but I find that with the new potatoes, and this is just me, they're lovely and soft and mellow. So actually I quite like to keep that theme going with the beans rather than the sudden crunch as far as the nuts are concerned. But another thing you could do, I think, is to have this salad and then sprinkle some chopped walnuts on the top, because that actually is a combination of good flavours. So I'm going to just stir in some butter beans, some kidney beans. And you've got beans of your choice, to be honest, but I've just put in the kidney beans because I think it's quite a nice contrast of colour when it comes to potatoes. Now, have I added everything in? I've got the dill and the parsley and the capers. And I'm going to add in now some anchovies, but I'm going to put the anchovies on the top because I quite like anchovies and I like to have a whole anchovy rather than into the mixture. There we are. And we might need a glug of olive oil, but I'm also just going to finish off with some black pepper. And the black pepper has a combination of something called piperine in it. It's a really good habit to get into, just to sprinkle your food on with black pepper, because the piperine will help with an uptake of a lot of nutrients within the dish that you've prepared. So it's not just that magic combination of helping turmeric to be, or the curcumin from turmeric, it actually will work for a lot of other nutrients as well. So adding in the potatoes. It around. This has got to be lovely. Hot summer's day, with the food outside, hearing the birds sing. I'm tasting it because I'm just about to have it later on this morning. That sauce. I'm glad I did that because I just want to add a little bit more extra pepper. I haven't put in much salt because I'm going to use the saltiness from the anchovies. There we go. Looking good to me. that smell of the mint and the herbs is absolutely delicious. Now, I'm just going to put some anchovies over the top. And that's my lovely light meal. I might serve that with some bread. If I wasn't putting the anchovies on, I would probably have it with some sardines. There we are. And that is the thing of summer. There we go. A very quick dish. I hope you enjoy it. Thank you for joining me for this quick video, and happy cooking. Goodbye.